Okay, guys, here in my hand is 500 francs CFA. On one side of it is this a figure of scorpion, and the other side of it are two figures of hippopotamus. Are two figures of hippopotamuses. The 500 CFA is equivalent to 2,400 naira, 2,400 naira Nigerian currency, if I'm not mistaken, and it's of high value. It's of higher value than the naira. The hippopotamuses signify the rich diversity in wildlife here in Senegal. I remember when I was traveling from Mali to Senegal in 2011. I didn't want to pay the stamp. I didn't want to pay the stamp fee to get my passport stamp. So I decided to take the back door. I decided to cut corners. So I had succeeded in crossing the Mali border. So on getting to the Senegal border, I saw a very large hippopotamus. The hippopotamus, I couldn't believe my eyes. The hippopotamus was so large that you could compare it with an elephant. Just that an elephant is higher, is taller, but this one is as big as an elephant. So big, so muscular, so large, so mighty, so gigantic. So that was what discouraged me from, taking that risk of cutting corners, not wanting to pay the stamp fee to get my passport stamp before I entered the land of Senegal. So I had to run back. I had to report myself to the security, to the police authority. And then I begged somebody around to help me with the stamp fee, and the person paid for me because I didn't want to take the risk of, getting beaten or getting crushed by a hippopotamus. So this is a lesson from me. If you have to travel from one country to another and you have the opportunity to cut corners, you don't want to pay the visa fee, or you don't want to pay the stamp fee, you don't want to pay the border fee, I tell you, you better pay the fee. Don't try to cut corners. I'm telling you the truth. In some countries, on the borders of some countries, you may not find wildlife, but nobody may tell you what we have. May be landmines, it may be dynamite buried in the ground, or just on the borders between two countries, and you want to cross, and you might not have a second chance of being corrected. You might not have a second chance of being put in order. Only your first chance, and that's it. You have lost it all. You understand what I mean? There are some country borders that they bury landmines. That is dynamite. When you try to cut corners, when you try to cross and you step on the dynamite, or you step on the landmines, they all explode. And when they explode, you know what that means? You might not have a second chance to explain yourself. You might not even have a second chance to report yourself to the police. All you could become is pieces of sausage within a twinkling of an eye. So this is the message I'm trying to pass across. This hippopotamus reminded me of the time I wanted to cut corners by crossing the borders between Mali and Senegal without paying the stamp fee. Yet I had succeeded in crossing the Mali borders. Nobody saw me. I succeeded in crossing, in getting over the cactus plantation, because I saw a plantation of cactuses. I was able to get over. Despite the thorns on the leaves of the cactus plants, I was able to skate through, but I could not skate through the presence of the hippopotamus. I could not go beyond the presence of the hippopotamus. I had to run back. So message I'm trying to pass across is that if you are traveling from one country to another, it is very, very risky. It's not advisable to cut corners. It's not advisable to take the back door. Whatever it will take you to pay the fee at the borders, please try to do it for your own safety. Don't take the risk of crossing the entry of trespassing into another country without paying the border fee, or without paying for the visa, without paying for the stamp or the visa in order to gain entry into the country. It is very, very risky and it could cost you your life. So guys, please follow me for more video tips. Just like and comment. See you for more videos. Bye bye.